How's it going, Sens fans? This is Hainsey Hockey coming at you with a new video, new jersey, same day. I know, what is this? So I need to talk about the game that's going to happen tomorrow against Boston. If you remember, last week we had a little road trip, which we did really poorly on, except for Dallas. But we had a very interesting, thrilling game against the Minnesota Wild, where we lost in overtime. Why am I bringing this up specifically? Well, on October 27th, the Minnesota Wild had to cancel their practice before their game against the Seattle Kraken because multiple players tested positive for COVID-19 and had to be isolated. Now, this was worrying for me, and a lot of the Sens Instagram pages and social media pages I follow, they all thought the same thing. This is going to hit Ottawa, isn't it? Even though everybody's fully vaccinated and players are doing what they can to stay protected, the COVID can still be spread around to people who are fully vaxxed, which is just the reality of the situation. So what happened? Austin Watson, who we just got back from injury, who got injured in preseason. He played like one game after coming back from that ankle injury. Yeah, Watson's out in COVID protocol, along with Nick Holden, Dylan Gambrell, associate coach John Capano, and Connor Brown. Connor Brown. That is the big hitter for me. Senators canceled their practice today, and they're going to have one tomorrow at 10:30 in the morning before they play Boston at 7. They're doing this for precautionary reasons in case this spreads to anybody else on the team. Now, we're lucky in terms of our forwards. Only one of our top 6 was affected, but again, it's Connor Brown. Connor Brown is one of our best penalty killers. He's great shorthanded, and he never gives up when he's on the ice. So having him out of the lineup is going to hurt. Now, Austin Watson, that physicality is going to be missed, and we've barely seen any of him, and he's already out again, which is just awful. Dylan Gambrell, the guy we just got from San Jose, who'd been looking so comfortable in Ottawa, this really sucks for him. He's going to be out too. Holden was making a name for himself on the blue line as one of the stable pieces, and one of our associate coaches also got it too. So this is spreading to coaches and management. So who's going to be in for the Ottawa Senators? Because the game's still happening, despite the roster they could put on the ice. In place of Nick Holden, I think Pierre Dorian may have been listening for once. I think he heard, maybe he watched this video, maybe he heard the cries of Sens fans, but Eric Brannstrom is finally being called up to the NHL, and he's going to be in the lineup against Boston. Another young, puck-moving defenseman. We can put him on the power play, maybe even on the penalty kill. Some fresh new legs in that lineup. He's going to be hungry to prove himself. He doesn't want to play in Belleville anymore. He just got the same agent that Brady got. If you think those negotiations were terrible, if nothing pans out with Brannstrom, that's going to be even worse, which is a totally different topic for another video. But Eric Brannstrom's finally getting the jump in the lineup. He's going to make his debut, and it's going to be interesting. I'm rooting for him. I'm putting all my hope in him. I want him to make a noise. I want to make noise against Boston. I don't care if he puts up points or lays out a hit or he's just defensively solid and consistent. I want Brannstrom to make some noise because he could probably play better than some of the guys in our lineup right now. In place of Watson, we have Scott Savarin coming up to play that gritty, tough guy role that Brady usually plays sometimes, but Scott Savarin is going to be that anchor to help keep the games tame and calm when things get out of hand. In place of Connor Brown is someone I was always excited about. If you follow this channel and you watch my videos on the preseason, Igor Sokolov is going to get his first call up. He's going to play in an NHL game. This guy looked so comfortable and so good in the preseason. He changed his whole lifestyle. He learned English, he lost weight, and he relearned how to skate, and the Sens drafted him, and he's going to sell jerseys. I know he's going to sell jerseys, and he's finally going to get a chance to break into the lineup. And he may not stay, he may spend the rest of the season in Belleville, but obviously he's been performing well, but when the Sens are in desperate need here of some guys they can rely on for scoring, they're looking at Sokolov to help bolster it in the NHL. So with that out of the way, it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna have to rely a lot on our depth for the games that we don't have, because we don't know when they're gonna come back. It's all really when they're asymptomatic or they get a negative test. So we really don't know how long we're gonna be without these 4 guys for, and our coach too, our associate coach. I mean, that's got to hurt the players too. Now, the last bit of news I need to address, it is not COVID related, it is simply just a roster move, but what the hell is this, Pierre? Philip Gustavsson gets demoted to the AHL. So we're back to Forsberg and Murray. I'm sorry, what were you watching the same games I was watching? Because Gustavsson outperformed both of them. And DJ Smith said that the best goalie he has is going to play. So now DJ doesn't even have his best goalie that he's going to start. He's got to rely on the two he's not so comfortable with. And this has me a lot thinking about the offseason. Like, the Senators wanted to go out and get a top defenseman. What does DJ have to work with? He has Michael Delzato and Nick Holt. They go out for forwards. They have to replace Stepan, who's a decent second-line center, and Evgeny Dodonov. Gustavsson's in the AHL. Just think about that. Sens fans, be vocal, because there's no reason Goose should be in the AHL right now. He should be starting against Boston tomorrow night. Anyway, guys, that's my quick little news recap video. Hopefully these guys all recover. Everything's going to be all right. And what's going on with Goose? What? It's certainly nothing that he's doing wrong. He's been playing great. Why is he demoted? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Share it with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Go Sens, go!